Yo. 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 Yo.
What up, the homies and homies? It's your homeboy Grand Tizzle, and I wanted to come by and update you guys on things that's going on. Now, it was a little track that I put together, inspired track, and I wanted to use Serum, of course, and a few other things that I wanted to do. Is, like, for example, I wanted to really hone in on the real true sound quality of the API. Now, the last session I did, I kind of funked around a little bit, but I spent a little bit more time on this one in particular, fam, because I really wanted to hear the real true frequencies, the real sweet spots, the real knocks and things like that. There's a few people that was hitting me up like, you got it in the red, you got it in the red. And I just want to make a real quick comment about that. Go over to UAD audio and just look at any of their plugins. The red is not an indication of distortion in the case of these plugins. The red is an indication of saturation. And, you know, we can go back and forth on that all day. But just if you understand what these plugins do and what some of them is for, you'll understand why we got them to begin with. We got them because of the coloration and the saturation that it gives to different things. So instead of explaining to you into detail, I kind of just played the track and then I soloed some things and played the mixes, the before and afters. I don't know if you was able to discern it or peep it, if you saw the power on and off button and things like that. But just for the record, when we turn up the gain here, the gain adds saturation and color. And it adds the saturation and color that's in the original API console. And what you do, you're supposed to compensate it here. So say, for example, let's say...
Hey, yo.
Let's say, for example, this kick here. You turn it up. It could start off like this, right? But you turn it up for the saturation that it gives you. You turn it up in the line area. And they got tubes and they got different frequencies and transformers and things that adds certain sweet spots and certain color to it. And what you do is simply turn it down over here. We're not doing it for necessarily gain. The gain is always going to be there, fam. The gain is just going to be there. We is doing this for distortion. We distorting it on purpose. We adding saturation. We adding distortion. We adding color. We adding bite. This is hip hop. It's not orchestra. You understand? So we want a little distortion. We want a little kick. We want a little bite. You understand? So that's what this is good for. To give us that punch, to give us that grit, to give us that bite. And then you always supposed to compensate it over here. Turn it down. But we got that bite. We got that grit. We got that punch. You understand? And anyway, that's that. And I feel, I really don't want to. I'm not an expert at this. But what I do advise you to do to really fully understand the benefits of something like UAD plugins is to go over and educate yourself. There's a few people was asking me about it, but go educate yourself. That's the reason why it costs what it costs. Somebody made a comment. They say, well, I've just spent $300 on a plugin. You get the same exact thing out of, VST. Out of Reason. Well, I'm not going to argue with that. I'm just going to tell you to educate yourself. Just educate yourself. So anyway, I wanted to bring this to your attention. I wanted to give you some updates on what was going on. When I first loaded up these things on Reason, I had noticed that all of my samples didn't show up. And then I did a little bit of research and I found out that this is what you should do. Go to Preferences and go to Advanced. And in this area right here, VST plugins folder, you hit add. So wherever your plugins are located, you simply add the folder and it's going to automatically load everything up. Now, another update as far as the VSTs and things like that. Excuse the background noise. My family's here. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that, fam. So the plugin, all the plugins work. And after I did that, after I switched some things over, of course, we still got these crashes and pop-ups and things like that. But that's information being sent over to Propellerhead right now so that they can tighten things up. But for instruments, for example, after I loaded it up, it loaded up my Fab filter, my native instruments, Contact 5, and it loaded up, the waves. It loaded up Nerve and Serum. And it was, there's Massive right there. So there's Massive. So it did load up everything. As far as workflow, fam, it's still locking up, of course, and that's a given. That's going to be there. But as far as things crashing and like going haywire because the VSTs is loaded, the VSTs is actually pretty stable. It's pretty stable. So, another thing that I had to do, I wanted to bring to your attention is, I don't know if it's because of the load now. We got more VSTs in here, and I'm sure that they're going to address it. But when you go over to it kept when I was adding more plugins and I was adding more things, it would stop and it say computer too slow. Now, mind you, this I got a very strong computer. Matter of fact, let me show you my specs real quick. Okay, so here's my specs, and I will probably have the highest ranking if I didn't have a. It tells me why I don't have hard drive. Yeah, disk transfer. Everything else is giving me a 7.9, 7.9, 7.8. So really, the hard drive, just the hard drive being full or slow, or not being a SATA, not a SATA, a memory hard drive, solid state hard drive, I probably would get a 7.9. But because it's not solid state, so it goes to show you that I got 32 megs of memory. I'm running the 64-bit operating system. It's an i7. It's running at 4 gig. Actually, it's speeded up a little. I think I cranked it a little bit. When I loaded up these VSTs, it knocked it down to not only just 1, but it also said you got to speed up your computer or something like that. So what I did was it kept locking up over and over again. So what I did was went over to edit and preferences, and then I went over to general and I turned up my CPU usage limits to 95, and normally I would have it on 80. So, and I would have it on 80 along with 10 reason things open. So 95, I didn't have any more issues and things like that. Everything else, of course, it's still acting a little quirky. It's transitioning over to, it's being remade over, so it's going to be quirky and things like that. But as far as the sound quality, fam, I'm gonna try to post a link up about Reason and how they handle sound. With that 32-bit floating point, man, and with these VSTs, it's kind of like the headroom is so large in here that you really feel every nuance of every piece of frequency. But now the crazy thing is that I wouldn't have heard that. I would not have I wouldn't have heard it if it wouldn't been for these VSTs. Or maybe it's just me. But I did hear it in Pro Tools. I did hear it in the Ableton, but I didn't hear it in here. But the thing is, when I applied these plugins and started doing tweaking and subtle EQs and real just like slowly barely touching the compressors and things like that, you can hear it. You can hear it. The kick drum. Now it's impossible to hear the same frequencies that I'm hearing when I'm playing it loud. Right now I'm playing it through my headphones, but when you're playing it loud, you not only just hear the knock and the rumble, but you hear these low frequencies that you simply can't pick up on headphones or through YouTube. You hear these high frequencies, these sweet frequencies that just get lost when we playing it back. That's why a lot of times it's almost kind of like you got to over exaggerate the sound to almost come close to what it really sound like live. Maybe what I'll do is just mix this song down as a 24-bit wave and then post a link so you can actually hear like how it really sound. I chose that particular track because it got these frequencies and it got a lot of lows and it got a lot of things going on, and I really, really wanted to dig in and really listen to the essence of the mix, to really listen to the quality of the API in particular. Now we're going to do some other examples. I got the Neve, I got the API, and I also got the SSL 4000. Now, go look that up. I mean, I encourage you to go over to Universal Audio and watch the videos. Just look it up and make the decision on your own after that. But before you judge, just go educate yourself first. Then come back and grasp or understand what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And anything else? I can't think of anything else right now. But so far, man, it's like really crazy. Really crazy, y'all. I don't know, I can't wait until everything get worked out. I can't wait, because it's like I've been working on this for hours and hours and hours, just tweaking and freaking and just going different directions and fine tuning the mixes, and it's just like having a brand new DAW. It's like buying a totally different piece of software, because you have a whole nother element added to this, and it's just deep, fam. I really truly cannot put it in words, because there's so many variables about what's going on here. There's so many variables, fam. So the only thing that I can do is just come, drop a little bit of feedback, play some things, give you a quick rundown. Of course, I wanted to use Serum. I was doing a session. Actually, this drum pattern came from another session, and I stopped working on the session because I couldn't get that particular sound that I wanted in this song. But now that I'm able to add Serum, I can literally, and this sound was like recreated from a sound that I heard in the song. So it was literally reproduced to capture the exact type of sound that I wanted from, you know what I'm saying? And I was able to get it and tweak Serum, and I don't know 80% of how to work Serum. You know what I'm saying? And I was still able to tweak that sound and get that exact sound that I was looking for, so that I can test the frequencies. I could test the bottom, I could test the lows, I could test the mids, and I could test the highs. Now what I want to do is put some really good quality vocals in here, and raw if possible. If I could find an acapella that's raw and add it in here, rap acapella, singing acapella, and start using these other plugins like the SSL or the API. I really wouldn't use API on vocals, because API is really strong. You know what I mean? It got a lot of grit. But I would use the SSL. I forget what other ones I got. I got some really nice things. So we're going to be back to talk about this and discuss a little bit more, more further. And that's about it, man. That's what's happening right now. I'm going to try my best to keep this short, man. People's like, you talk too much, man. Shut up sometime. So I'm about to shut up. But anyway, stay tuned, stay posted. I'll keep y'all guys up to date on what's going on, and just stay posted. That's all I can say. I'm gonna sign out. So until the next time I see you in a minute, I'll see you when I spin it. Peace.